Okay.
The prisoner! She's gone!
Mount Targon looking kind of nice, though.
The Solari will be here soon.
2 star-crossed lovers.
And the Lunari already are.
Reunited. Once again.
I've seen this before. A vision in the pools. When the moon blocks the sun, our path to freedom
Leona?
will be illuminated. At Dragon's Roost.
Diana?
I won't let them tear us apart. No matter the cost.
Never again. Leona! No. Diana! Oh my god.
It's almost time.
There's no path. What do we do?
Have faith.
There she is!
Believe in the top decks.
Traitor!
Wait!
No!
Lyra!
No! You're not supposed to pull it out right away.
They are just two halves.
Of the same circle.
Holy.
Do you see it now? Our path. Together.
Oh no. Does he just jump? Is this like
Have
Avengers?
faith.
No! He doesn't jump, he walks! And she's just fine even though she got hit by an arrow. It doesn't even matter. Oh my god. Have a little faith. Do they fight or are they just gonna stare each other down? Oh. Okay. What a video. Oh my god. That was a lot better than I was expecting it to be. Holy shit. That actually had me on the edge of my seat, dude. When she got bopped with the arrow, she just tanked it for him. Then they went to go jump off, but then they didn't actually jump off. They walked. Insane. And we were also lucky enough to have a couple cards to go over today. So we're going to be looking at a few of the ones and a brand new mechanic. So the keyword is going to be Spellshield, and that will nullify the next enemy spell or skill that would affect this unit. Very, very good at protecting your units, and it kind of makes sense based on the units that you're going to be getting. So that's a new keyword. The units that are going to be kind of teased here are going to be ones that are support for the most part. So first off, we have Tiari the Traveler, which is going to be a 2 mana. My big asset is blocking it. A 2 mana 2/2 with support grant a supported ally 0/2. So very straightforward early game support card that will help you kind of have your cards pop off early. I do wish this was a 2 mana 2/3 and it would kind of mirror War Chefs, whereas War Chefs is like a 2 mana 2/3 that buffs a supported ally by +1/1. Feels like Tiari the Traveler is just a little bit of a weaker version of that. It does help your cards stay healthier, but I believe that War Chefs is just quite a bit better. And I would like to see this buff before it goes live. That being said, I don't think it'll happen based on this. And that might be because this entire region, Targon, might just be based on support, and it might be a little bit too strong if that was the case. That being said, let's move on to the next card, which is going to be a very, very sweet card if you do want to play supporting cards. 5 mana 2/5, Mountain Sojourners support, grant my supported ally +2/2. If that ally has support, also grant its supported ally +2/2. So a 5 mana 6/9 if you're double supporting. very, very insane. Also, nice art. I prefer this over the Tiari one. You know, she's like climbing some stuff, going wild, which, I mean, thematically makes sense. Targon's a huge mountain, so I dig it. Very good card if you do have enough supporting units that are powerful. Right now in the game, there aren't really that many great units with support. I think that Shen's a very good one. I think Legion, Drummer, and Kato the Armor are two of the other ones that kind of stand out. So my first kind of impression is you might want to look towards Ionia for Shen. If there are a lot more Targon cards that would kind of fit that kind of playstyle. Or, you know, you potentially go for Noxus and play for like, you know, a support kind of, I guess, aggressive mid-rangey kind of take. Because, I mean, Legion Drummer is quite good for the quick attack. And, I mean, if you play, you know, these two cards, you have the good old backup with Tiari early. You can go ahead and play Tiari the Traveler, back up your Legion Drummer early on maybe. You know, make that a 3-4 and then have like your 1-drop have quick attack or something like that, for example. Or you could go ahead and just, you know, utilize these effects with Kato a little bit later on in the game. You know, make Kato like a 7-6 to kind of have him survive through a lot and make your supported ally even bigger. Because, I mean, then you're going to go ahead and get, you know, Kato to buff the unit by +3 attack and overwhelm. And also give the Mountain Sojourners effect, which is +2/2 as well. That being said, I mean, playing a 5-drop on turn 5 and a 5-drop on turn 6 is a little bit clunky. And I mean, it's pretty specific to have that early on in the game. But if you do, it's going to be absolutely insane. And next up is a very cool card. This card's just art. We can just look at this for a second. Beautiful, man. This is absolutely a magnificent looking card here. Blue monster with like a staff with a huge ass gem that's just shining. Arbiter of the Peak, wonderful name. 10 mana 6/6 overwhelm. Reduce my cost by 1 for each time you've targeted or supported allies this game. So that kind of lends itself a little bit more to the Legion Drummer plus Kato the Arm kind of deck potentially, because it does have overwhelm already. It'll make it so you're really going to be wanting to run cards like Brothers Bond, Elixir of Might, Might itself, just very cheap cards that are going to be popping off early. It's basically just going to make it so you want to be utilizing these cheap cards that will allow you to buff your attack a little bit. And this could be potentially the way that you're going to see a board aggro deck pop up again. If they really do just want to push the support mechanic, this could kind of bring back that whole like Elise kind of Darius Spider aggro type of vibe, where you're actually playing an aggro deck that isn't like Burn or just, you know, straight Migo face every single turn. It's one where you build up a board, a strong advantage over a long period of time. And this time, instead of being through spiders and, you know, the fearsome / challenge mechanic with Elise, and then overwhelm later on with Mites and Darius, it'll be with support early on to kind of support your units and keep them a little bit stronger. Obviously, we don't know what the rest of the Targon cards are, but a lot of the cards in Noxus could be quite good with support. They could utilize the effects that you get from that and kind of help you just pop off, keep your cards alive, and snowball games that way. And I think that the last card we're going to be seeing here is going to be one that could help a lot with that. It is a more defensive one, so it's not always going to be the best fit in aggressive decks. But to keep your cards alive, a 3-mana burst spell like Bastion, that I keep on skipping over here, is going to be quite good. Right? 3-mana burst speed spell, give an ally Spellshield this round. Pretty insane. So again, Spellshield, what it does is it will go ahead and nullify the next enemy spell or skill that would affect this unit, which is really, really good in the context of keeping your card alive at burst speed, because you can just go ahead and your opponent casts like a vengeance on your big unit, like say Kato. Bastion, boom. That's not going to work anymore, buddy. Super, super good. And I'm a huge fan of this. I do think there could be some problems with it maybe in the context of Ezreal. This is a burst speed spell, and keeping him alive could be quite good. That being said, there'd have to be a lot of cheap targeted spells in the Targon region to kind of make that worthwhile to run with Ezreal, so it might not be a problem. And honestly, we might even see Ezreal get nerfed when the expansion goes live, so we'll have to see what happens with that. But overall, these cards are looking really dope, and I think that, you know, kind of the continuation of the support mechanic is really nice, because it's one of the ones that I think is kind of just not very good right now and could use a lot of extra help. So I'm happy to see an expansion that does do just that. I think that my two least favorite mechanics right now in the game actually are just going to be Allegiance for one, because I feel like it's quite frustrating to play with. And it's kind of an unfun one when it doesn't work, even if you only have like, I don't know, 3 to 6 cards from a different region in your deck. And then just support, I feel like it's kind of one that's left behind, where you see like War Chefs as probably the most common one played because it's just quite powerful and very good in Demacia decks. You'll then see Kato the Arm sometimes in some overwhelm decks with like Lucian or like Lee Sin. Or even Swain / Draven sometimes, and you know, he's decent there. He's not like insane, but he is quite a good card. You know, specifically in the Lucian deck, he is quite powerful. But other than that, I mean, you know, you see Shen as well sometimes. But other than that, I mean, nothing really. I feel like I said other than that like 12 times there. You don't really see too much after like Herald of Spring got nerfed from a 2/3 to a 2/2. That card doesn't really see too much play. Legion Drummer really doesn't see too much play either. Intrepid Mariner really does not see play at all either. Stirred Spirits is kind of one that you pick in expeditions, similar to the other cards that I've been listing, like Drummer, Mariner, that kind of stuff. And Parade Electrogrid is kind of a fun one that you pick with Teemo when you want to pop off and have 500 Teemos in your deck to never run out of those. So I'd say for the most part right now we see 2 of these support cards that see actual play. You can see 3 if you want to include Shen, which I think is fine because, I mean, he does see a little bit of play, but not very much. Not as much as War Chefs or Kato for sure. But with this expansion, we may end up seeing a ton more, which I'm kind of hyped to because it'll just make a mechanic actually good. So hopefully in the future, we are going to see some more cards like this. And I think with the teasers being support cards, that's exactly what they're alluding to. So I'm kind of happy about that. And I think that this kind of new keyword is really, really sweet. Spellshield is one that I'm happy to play with and interested in seeing a little bit more of. And I feel like they picked some pretty good cards to tease as well. Especially this. Arbiter of the Peak. I don't think this card's overpowered, but I think, man, he has just got such dope art, dude. I'm so happy about him. And also the cinematic was really good, not gonna lie. I don't even know if I've watched any of these before, but they're actually super sweet. Like, honestly, this is a nice little story here. The way that she tanked the arrow, they just walked up to the moon, Diana and Leona staring back at each other, just being like, yo, what are you doing, dog? Beefing each other, that kind of stuff. Really, really sweet. And a great way to bring the hype up, man. Honestly, I'm super happy. Again, the expansion is going to be coming out just over 2 weeks, the 26th here. So, I mean, honestly, this is super hype and really, really good teasers for, the 2-week mark where we're out just a little bit away from the set coming out. Thanks for watching, guys. I will be reviewing more cards when they come out, and I will be posting a video later today. Just woke up to start editing for a post later on today. And boom, here we are. I saw this posted a couple hours ago, and also the cards just popping out like an hour ago as well. So check this out right away and figured I'd get this out ASAP. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you guys for regular gameplay in a couple hours.